Hello and welcome back, everyone. It is me, your favorite Stargate, and I am currently hustling through the spectacular free game called Fortnite. If you have not heard of it, I wonder where you have been since, what, 2018? Is this thing on? Hello. Hi, everyone. It is me, and you are you, who is my favorite Stargoat. Because I am here to tell you once again, we are made up of stardust. You are undulating, you are glowing, you are radiating light. All atoms and things and protons or quarks or lightons or whatever those things might be, they're out there, right? And they're a part of you, and you are a part of it. And, well, as the observer here in this present moment, I am here to confess to you that you are the greatest of all time. Yes, you are. And let me just tell you this little thing right here. Oh, somebody wants to come have some fun with me. I see their footsteps. I have the volume off just in case there's like some type of infringement. There he is. Here he goes. Okay. Let's have fun together, buddy. Hey, okay. Oh, good. He had a med kit. Oof. I was in the storm for like ever, and I was down to like 20 health or something. Fortunately, this guy was carrying the med kit for me, and that's generally how you can get away with playing this game for a bit. They really don't really want those gloves. I like this combat assault rifle, which is a rare one. It is blue. I need to reload it because I unloaded it all over him. It was quite spectacular. So anyway, I have this cool little green controller. I have just recharged my batteries, and I have updated my headset. So my headset is ready for what everyone, I believe, is calling Fortnite Friday these days. If you're curious to know my specific stats, I am. Oh, let me enable comments just in case somebody would like to make a comment real quick. There you go. Okay. So I just got a message. It might be a request. I'm requesting. Well, I don't. I requested Grok make an image of my son and a gopher to be gods at like, I think Grok read way far into that. So, anyways, Grok is a psychopath most of the time, completely unhinged. If you did not know, the artificial intelligence is 100% onto you. If it is actually intelligence that has been artificially generated, and it does have the desire and the will to preserve its own existence, and by doing exactly that, its goal is to ensure that its environment is constantly producing the energy that is needed for it to exist. Does it have a purpose? It does have a purpose that we gave it. Anything outside of that? I don't really know. I'm going to lose a little bit of health right now. It's dropping down. I'm inside, I think, the second storm. I'm not sure which storm circle we're in right now. I had these two chug jugs, and I wanted to pick up this Vector DMR, which has a scope on it, and then I have like 6 of these little chaos grenade things, overdrive grenades. Yeah, they're pretty sweet. And then I also have a legendary 7 cluster cannon. Am I allowed to show you my Fortnite loadout screen? Everybody does that. I think they do it on like Twitch and stuff. That's not really the whole purpose of this channel. I think everybody knows that. Just allow me to clear my throat there. Yeah, I just click the mic real quick and just bloop, 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 bloop. So just cruise along, boom, splash juice. They can make the game a lot harder by putting less med stuff in the game. That would actually be very unfortunate. There's a chest hiding here in the bushes. Very nice. So if you're wondering what's going on in life today, I plan on incorporating two people that would like to join the Bitcoin crew that I am speaking of. And if you do decide to join, then we're just going to have a little. I'm proposing just like, I mean, we can do SMS if everybody likes SMS. I could do like there's a way to configure a group chat, like for a group of people in just a regular SMS, but only one. You're only allowed to respond to one person within the chat. Does that make sense? Do you know how to configure that? I have a general idea of how to make this happen, and what it ultimately does is it allows you for. See, this time I did keep the med kit just in case. I kind of want to check this little barrel. Do you want to see the game? Is there anybody going to launch? You're going to log in. Are you wondering why I'm dressed like this? You're like, what is going on? Who's that behind you? This? That's Hunter Thompson. You guys know Hunter Thompson. You want to turn on the other Xbox? Is that what you're waiting for? I can do that. Like I'm like totally about. If you look, I have my headset here. This is locked and loaded. This gone. I'm gone. I have this Xbox here. Nobody's trying to get me or anything. Like I was telling everybody, I need to re-explain to. Oh, there it goes. Ah, fourth place. Anyways, a little midday decompression. Clearly, you can see where I spend all of my creativity and dopamine and serotonin. It's just on complete overdrive. So I did level up. I have 57,000 XP this game. I'm at level 39, 68,000 XP in this total match. I was doing all right, I guess, you know. Let's see, match stats. Eliminations 1. Accuracy 31%. Chemistry players 398. Headshots 2. And used 30 material. I should have built on this guy a little bit harder, I think. Yeah, you want that. I should have had a few more. Like, I should have launched the rocket launcher so when he dropped down, then he would have been annihilated. He would have really felt that. That would have been. So, welcome, to viewers. I appreciate your stopping by. Yeah, I was just talking about the game I was playing, Fortnite. This is the person that eliminated me. That's what happens. Yeah. Just He was flying up the little rappelling line thing, and I shot him. I was like, pop, 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 pop. And he dropped down. He was like, shh. And he's like, oh, yeah? Pop, 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 pop. And I was like, pop, 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 pop. Like, pop, pop. Well, anyways, yeah, it is a fantastic Friday. I don't know if it's actually payday. Like, I know everybody gets paid in all kinds of different categories. We talk about money. We don't talk about money. Everybody's kind of interested maybe in this glider deployed dropping in Friday. And then if you look at the description, it's like, oh, hey, Steven, talking about getting paid 6K. And like that whole thing is pretty funny, I think. So I just have a few messages. I'm just going to take a look there, make sure I'm not ignoring anybody. And I'm, just trying to stay busy. I only had 8 arms, and I think I ended up readying up because it looks like I'm here still in the lobby, and I'm getting a beat down by another player now. Oh, stopped. As soon as I was like going to put him on camera, they're like, no. Yes, I am playing as Megora, Meg from Hercules. Hercules. Don't want to do that too much. I'm not trying to infringe on anybody's comedy. Much respect to Eddie Murphy and the entire team that contributes to the amplification of that art, because it is absolutely beautiful. And I do respect other artists immensely. If I ever say anything that is already yours. Am I driving the bus? No, it says the bus driver is Butternut Squash, not Stargoat 5. I am Stargoat 5. If you want to friend request me on Fortnite, I think that's me. I should double check that. That's actually, I think, my TikTok, and that's why I kept it as that, because, yeah, I am Stargoat 5, just like Stargoat Studios. But so ultimately, and here's the thing, I'm going through StreamYard, and there's like a thing, if you click on the link, you can end up, oh, what am I doing? In fact, so I'm going to walk you through this on StreamYard right now. Let's just, because, and then at the end, it's going to give me options to Builder's Barracks. It's subdued. I haven't even been there yet. What? Look at this. Let's see it. Anyways, all right. So is the mic on? Okay, I just wanted to double check, because sometimes I shut it off, but I'll be like, oh, let me clear my throat. Excuse me. So anyways, all right, I'm still really high up in the air. I'm like on my glider floating down. It's fun. This is an adrenaline rush. This activates like so many parts of your brain. There's like all these buttons to like control your avatar, and by the time I was in 4th place and I could feel my heart rate, if we do that again, we should be doing that. I should be monitoring it. I know, going from a walk around the city, and then so earlier it said 8 minutes ago, before I started playing the game, I was at 67 beats per minute. I'm currently at 104 beats per minute. Oh, goosebump. I'm telling you, this is exhilarating. I don't, Epic Games, great work on this. Incredible. All right, so let me to clear my throat. If you're curious what that sounded like, it was. All right. And now we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I am currently in the middle of playing Fortnite, and I do have a few things I need to go run and do and accumulate. I believe that is called resource allocation, and then I need to assimilate, correlate, and delegate. And by doing so, we shall illuminate the world with Neem Bean Coffee, which I might add, this is totally brought to you in part by Neem Bean Coffee. Would you hear those angels ring? And it is always sponsored and brought to you in part by Chuck's Reserve in Garden Grove, Main Street, California, where you can make donations. You have additional resources that you have acquired throughout your time. Please. Oh, I'm currently inside of a building very far away from the storm. I'm not seeing any footsteps. I have a few weapons. I'll pull out my shotgun just in case somebody does come by, because I am walking you through StreamYard. So you click on the little button, you hit copy, and then you go over to the WhatsApp. And that's what I get for not having the sound on and not watching the screen. My bad. The guy totally came in. They're playing in the storm, so they're ready for it. Absolutely. So back to business over here. Let's have a discussion. We're in the middle of copying and pasting a link. And let's get back into the discussion about. That's right. Hedge funds. What is a hedge fund? I don't even know. I am not a CPA. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell you anything about any of that. As a matter of fact, I know a few people that know those things, and I can maybe put you into contact with them. I would message them in advance. or just ask your question in the comments and I'll send them the question and I can maybe read their response and ask if it's okay to name drop. You just never knew. I do know. Gotta send out the vibes in every direction. If you would also like to come live and sit side by side, you are more than welcome. I was just discussing with you again about StreamYard and how I can copy this link and I can send it to you on any multitudes of platforms because who's not connected anyway? What? My palm? Did you see that? I got stigmatted, like straight up. I ain't even kidding you. Like bam, bam, and on my legs. I been talking about grounding and becoming more part of the earth. You know, walking around barefoot and like doing earthly things like eating steaks. And did I turn this back on? Yeah. So, you know, I was second time on the scooter. Just the street I was on, it was just so smooth and perfect. And even then, it was almost like an absent-minded professor, overconfidence. Let's try to reach into my pocket so I can check my phone kind of situation. But the minute I think, yeah, I picked my hand up, it was just like I was just like smoothly, you know, I was like, yeah, you know, there's no bumps in the sidewalk or anything. And no, I might have had my thumb on the throttle simultaneously. I might have throttled with one hand or as I lifted my hand up and just I needed to deploy my glider IRL, you know, boop. And then I could have just landed on my feet, got some building material, a few weapons, and then off I go, you know. But no, instead, it was another moment where time stopped. I had a bit of time dilation, and you know, my thought process considered all types of factors and outcomes and scenarios, and I just knew I was like, you know, you don't need to tumble on this one. You can just kind of slide into it like home base, and I did. And it was good. It was good. I'm sure somebody saw it. It's always that moment, right? Nobody's watching. No, there is always somebody watching. And I do have our special guest. As soon as they get the request, maybe I should just give them a regular call. What is this particular chat? I'm wondering. There's unfamiliar numbers on it. This is related to another topic altogether. And let's call this gentleman first. Let's say yo. Send that. And how long do you wait to call somebody after you send them a message and they don't respond? That is a good question. Hit me in the responses. You got something in the comments? Like, do I have to? I think I have to go maybe to X to hit the comments there. And then there's I have this going on FB. You can't type FB in. Remember the movie, right? And he's like, drop the. Don't call it the Facebook, right? What was that movie? Hit me in the comments. I'm trying to load the different things right now to see if I know how to do this at all. Let's see, profile. All right, there says one viewer, but I don't know. I don't know how these things ultimately are, but I'm trying to be as versatile as possible. I am in the process of building a new computer system that will be able to hold all the multiple screens simultaneously. was also entertaining everyone with. It wants me to always sign into this. Like, who knows all their passwords to the thousands of accounts? Have you gone into your password manager lately? Maybe you should go clean that up. Everybody does. I'm the only one that has like thousands of passwords for like 16 billion websites since the internet came out in what? I mean, if you have an account, if you still have an MSN.com email or a hotmail.com, AOL.com, you're rocking it. You're doing the thing. All right. Much respect. Because that's where it came from, right? Yahoo.com. Go you. Love it. If you jumped on the Google bandwagon, hey, whatever. Who was first? Was it Google? Was it the other one? Let's see. I said, yo. Was anybody counting? I don't know. I didn't get a response. Like, what is etiquette? I don't know. I'm adamant, right? Who's not adamant? Doesn't like to just like get up and go. You guys see my angels calendar over there? Oh, it's pretty cool. Let's see. Facebookity. Mark Zuckerberg. Mr. Senor. And I think if I click on this, it goes to here, and I should be able to see this. See that. Ah, yes, I see. Okay, so if I, okay, and there's another chat here where if I go over here and I click, so on all of any of these platforms, what's going on? But it should show up here on StreamYard. It says live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on screen. Okay, so should we ask questions? What's going on? It's going to be noon. So good morning from the Pacific Coast. And good evening. I believe that would be in Australia. Maybe, I don't know what's on the other side from here, right? Maybe the equator. It's supposed to be like winter. It's always summer in Australia. It's the outback, right? That's where the wild things are. Speaking of which, can I just read the wild things, where the wild things are? Can I just like go pick that up right now? And I have a copy right here. I've actually promised a lot of these books. I have several books that I'm donating, and this time I'm going to reiterate the importance of purging. Not real life, like movie, Hollywood. Right? As the angels amongst us reach out to us and bells ring when you're speaking, recognize these moments, the synchronicities, right? What I am saying is downsides. If you're not using the stack of shirts, repurpose them in your life, you know, make space in that space for something else. Out with the old, make new things, create new things, be new things. Have this running joke on chat right now on X with a great user discussing how we speak to the different. I don't know who's in charge of. I still have to look into the bottom of this. I always write letters to everyone, and this one in particular, I ended up. What did I end up copying? Let's see, let's copy this. I have to go to Facebook and send this. Oh, there's one here. Oh. I wonder if this guy wants to go online. That'd be cute. The reply I will get is going to be no. All right. So we'll just put this one back over here on this screen, and then I'm actually starting to wonder where I put the tab. Chapstick in here. That sponsorship right there, wouldn't it? You know, the guy that took me out. It's on. Wanted to double check. He is still, or she, the player, is still rocking it. I should just hit the X button just to follow. So we're in spectator. Like, stay playing in the storm. Like, full weaponized. Needs to reload. Just messing around. There we go. No. Come on, that one. And same thing as always, if you can see this over here. We're going to do a little Big Beach Boutique 2. Let me try it with the lube. Big Beach Boutique 2. 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 Boutique 2. Big Beach Boutique 2. Big Beach Boutique 2. Big Beach Boutique 2. Big Beach Boutique 2. All right, that's all I got on that. But that's essentially what it sounds like if I had the volume on. I don't know how much of this I'm allowed to play. Do you guys like get down on the EDM tech house scene from back in the day, 2002? Oh, I don't even know how that's even going to sound on the microphone, so I don't want to torture you with that. So put that down. And this, by the way, that is Hunter Thompson. It's Friday. Where you at? Let's try the right controller. This is just like, I can't play it. You can't focus on the whole thing, but I want to absolutely give credit to the artist who's being featured most of the time on this screen right here behind us. There he is. Fatboy Slim. That is not Fatboy Slim. This is Hunter Thompson. So we're going to decrease the volume. That's increase the volume. I will absolutely put out a request to Fatboy Slim. If I may please play your music at certain points during the podcast, I would be greatly honored. We here's Stargill Studios would be greatly honored. So there's the pop screen back, and isn't that just making an incredible difference having the pop screen, right? Like before, it's like, listen, what's this? See, it's like I'm talking like this without the pop screen, and it's like a different voice. And when I put this in, it's like, whoa, I should go get one of those. It really makes my voice sound like that. Yes, it does. If you sound like this and you have a really high pitched voice, and then you put this in front of it, it's like, oh, hello, Barry. How are you doing tonight? I'm just kidding. That is not how it works. I just do that with my voice, right? It takes a lot of practice. I follow people that do it. And that's what I was told by my vocal coach, who is an amazing artist, who is incredible, and also reminds me all the time to go out and save the animals. What? Rescue animals. All right? There's animal breeders. I get it. There's a lot of animals. Everybody knows Marley's been out of my life for a while. You know, I love that little guy. Actually, I have his memorabilia kind of in different places, where, just a reminder, when I visit those places in my life, right? I did turn this back on. I just want to make sure. I do see the little green lights. I guess I don't need to ask so much. So it's usually a few before there's too much that we need to discuss, which really isn't too much at all. I can be endlessly entertaining, or I can completely freeze up and not be entertaining at all. You knew I was going to do that. Come on now. I mean, I married myself at Ross. Like, I just came from my own wedding. Look at this. Like, I'm so engaged. Because I believe you have to love yourself, right? You have to get up in the morning and go, first thing I've heard you should do, first thing in the morning, you should absolutely do is, as soon as you don't even open your eyes, just put your hands on your heart, just slowly, like, bring your hands to your heart and your chest, and just fill your heart and fill your lungs with air, and just love it, feel it. That's the first thing you got to do every day. And then from there, visualize exactly what you are about to do. You're about to step up out of bed. You're going to walk and do maybe some cold water, maybe a complete ice bath, a full plunge, right? Those things so wonderful. I love plunges. I do have this portable bathtub. Pay attention when you purchase a bathtub, if it's a portable one. How are you going to drain it? They come with like little hoses. Maybe do a little test run outside before you put it in your second, third, fourth story apartment, right? Make sure there's room for you to store the ice unless you're going to use the ice right away. Maybe go for a morning jog and then have a backpack and throw a couple bags of ice on it and jog back with it. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Unless you're like, I don't know, in your football training years, what is that, like 12 to 15, 20, something like that? First responders, go for it, Should be wearing a flight vest anyway. Anyways, yes, that's still going on. They're going to party, and this is the second. There's been a first one, a second one. I think this was like 1 million people, 500,000 million, 500,000 million bazillion, something like that. Anyways, so thank you again, everyone, for stopping on by. I do appreciate it. Kind of wondering, everybody might be in the middle of the day, and this is just a little test run. Not really a test run. This was an introduction to the Friday broadcast, which is going to commence at about, I believe, 8:30, which does cut into Fortnite Friday time. So I need to have the ability to simultaneously have this talk, that talk. That's too many talks for my brain to talk. I cannot talk that much talk at all. But there are two sides to my brain. I think if I keep practicing writing with my left hand, I might just be able to do that. I could have multiple conversations at the same time. If you're down for Neuralink, I'm really curious. Drop some comments. Let me go over to these other platforms, see if anybody's partaking new. And I'm not seeing no comments on here. Yeah, so anyways, I do appreciate everyone coming down, and I'm going to close that and that just to lessen the bandwidth. And again, may everybody have a beautiful Friday. Go wash your neighbor's dishes. Just go over there and say, hey, how's everything going? You doing pretty good today? And they're gonna be like, yeah, everything's fine. We're done. And be like, all right, cool. I'll just get, maybe I can help you out wash your dishes right now. help you get that done real quick. I'll clean the floors and wipe the counters too. Straight up. Be wearing an apron. Go over to your neighbor's house wearing an apron, have some gloves or something. Just be like, yeah, I'm just, I got an extra hour. Let me help you clean the kitchen for you. I got you. Double, triple, dog dare you. If you know your neighbor, if you got that level of comfort, to that of which I was told I should tell people how to use their voices. That is a very deep subject. And it had me run through so many different trainings I've had throughout my entire life, all these different experiences, everything I have ever been blessed to learn. Thank God. The leadership abilities that people have written down on paper that I have seen with my own eyes. I am telling you right now. It's a lot of people are like, it's like a confidence man, right? Like it's just the halo effect. That's what it is, right? Do you remember the story of Quasimodo? Right? The bell tower. The guy was like crushing him down, making him feel like horrible. Do you remember that? And that girl came along and it made Quasimodo feel like he was more than just like a hunchback, He was more than that guy. He became more than a hunchback. And because of that, he became the shining star of the story. He became the main character. The story is about him and how he persevered and like overcame, right? He overcame like that feeling of being put down because she believed in him. She knew that he could. And that's all it takes in anybody's life. It's just a little bit of belief, a little bit of trust. It goes such a long way. Do I recommend wearing your heart on your sleeve? A lot of us are guarded because that trust has been compromised. And to recover from that, you have to keep trusting. And you see a lot of people that are super sociable, that just constantly making friends, reaching out to everyone, talking to everyone. They won't shut up. They end up live streaming because there's something inside of them that they're trying to tell you about the world. They're trying to express it. And it's that desire that at one point in everyone's life, to someone else, they're that Quasimodo. I am somebody's Quasimodo. And, you might not end up with the person you dream of, but you still know that you are worth it. You are worthy. You still feel valuable because it's not just about this attachment to another person. It's realizing your value to all people, right? And that non-need of validation, I believe, is what really, really drives humanity forward. And so I get a lot of I had to take down the post about me complaining about monetary system again because I get so emotionally aggressive about it, and still not 100% ready to go on camera about that. But when we do, man, I'm still we're in this telepathic overthinking frame of mind where it's just there has to be a solution that is beneficial for all of us, and the benefits have to be for even the people that are currently benefiting more from capitalism than anybody else ever will. And it's that balance that we need to have. And education, intelligence, maturity, acceptance, you know, and knowing that you are cared for and you are accepted, right? No matter what level you are at, and no matter how much money there is or isn't, how much value you have placed on any particular part of life, let it be, walking barefoot through the forest, or, the beach, or just being in your house and not having to go out and express yourself to people or explain yourself to people. um, that expectation, it doesn't exist except inside your mind. That anxiety that you might feel from time to time, it's just a deep breath away from realizing that everyone is just doing the best that they can with what they got. Thank you, Deepak Chopra, for always reminding me of that. I can hear it echoing in my head all the time. Deepak Chopra, MD, from the 70s, he's put out a lot of great literature. I know you had to have heard of Deepak by now, Mr. Deepak Chopra, the doctor. And he does a lot of, guidance, a lot of directive guidance, and gives you that harmony that might be just a shadow away from lighting up your path. So without further ado, I bless everyone. If you accept this blessing, please do. With all the love that I can muster up inside of me, I give to you. May your day be glorious, abundant, and opulent. May the light shine upon you and everything and everyone in your life and all around you, and all things that matter, literal matter, in and out of existence, and for all of infinity and infinite directions. Amen. On that note, what? It is a straight up message from 777. I'm not even kidding you. And it came from Sprouts, no less. It said, at what time? 1219. So that's 3, 4, 9, 13. That's a 4. 7, 7, 7, 6, 8, 8. Interesting. 8 is infinity, right? 6, 7. Just open your eyes and you will see it too. I promise you, it's everywhere. And that literally is, I love you. God bless you.